Will you give me a countdown? All right, thank you.
Five, four, three, two, one.
Welcome to Acting in Focus. I'm Vivian Kopsinger.
Cut.
All right.
You want the countdown? You can also just start whenever you're ready.
No, just give me a countdown, please. Thank you.
In five, four, three, two, one.
Welcome to Acting in Focus. I'm Vivian Kopsinger Birchall, your host, and my special guest is Mr. John Mangiarati, the town manager for the town of Acton.
Hi.
Hi, welcome.
How's it going?
Good. And you?
Remember last year?
With the green beans, of
Yeah.
course, of course. And I couldn't wait to get you back for our annual end of year. I think it's going to be annual
Sure.
end of year special with the town manager. So what are we having today? What are we making?
Well, last year we just did a side dish. This year we're going to do everything.
Okay.
We're going to have, and I wanted to do something very simple, but your expectations were a little greater than mine, so we got to do surf and turf. Surf and turf with a little broccoli, baby broccoli.
Okay. What is surf and turf?
It's basically anytime you get meat and a fish on a plate, you can call it surf and turf. So in this case, we're going to have a little steak with some shrimp.
Okay. What are we going to do first?
So one of my favorite things to do is to have pickled onions
Okay.
on with everything, but they taste good with steak too. So the first thing we'll do is to pickle them, because the longer you can get them in the brine, the better off you'll be.
Is this something you do often?
Yeah, I do. I think pickled onions go well with everything. Everything from tacos to steak to anything you want to have for dinner or lunch. Pickled onions will make it better. A sandwich.
Okay.
So
I remember last year it was everything goes well with butter. So this
we
year
have butter.
it's
We have plenty of butter. Don't worry. The butter is. It's true. Everything does go better with butter.
Okay, so fast chopping them.
Sure. Yeah. The thinner they are, the faster they'll pickle, which is what we want. We want them to turn. So they'll go from this nice purplish white color to a hot pink color,
Okay.
and they'll taste delicious.
Just watch your fingers.
Actually, can you turn this big pot on, please, so we can get that going with the. You pickle them in vinegar, and for today, what we have is red wine vinegar.
How much heat?
I don't know. Lay it on there. Do it all, and then we can always turn it down.
Okay.
So if you could put maybe half of this red. That's red wine. Wait, what is it? Apple cinnamon vinegar. It's got a nice taste to it, and it'll pickle these onions right up.
So how come you said red wine? Can
Well, there's a couple kinds of vinegar, and I can't remember which
Okay.
one I brought, but that's apple cider vinegar.
Okay. So how much should I put in?
More than that, and actually that's on too high. This thing heats up fast. See, if you use induction cooking like we do here at the Acton TV studio, you can have high performance cookery.
Absolutely. So let me know when to stop.
That's good.
All right.
And then, so let's add a little sweetness to that with some honey, please.
Okay. How much honey?
Just a couple, teaspoon or something. A
All right.
squirt, couple squirts.
I'm just gonna measure with my eyes. That might be 1 and 2. Oops. It might
That's
get too
good.
sweet.
All right, and then maybe a little allspice. Actually, a little bit more vinegar and a little bit of allspice. Just a couple shakes of that allspice.
So a little bit more vinegar,
Yep.
like this.
Yep, perfect. Yep.
All right. How much of the allspice?
Just a couple, shakes.
1, 2. All right.
And then, do we have any whole peppercorns we can put in there?
I
If
don't
not,
think
just
so.
a little bit of pepper then. Shake some pepper, please.
All right.
This is making me cry.
I was just about to say.
I'm
have
getting
you started
emotional. I'm
crying?
getting emotional over here.
All right.
All right, is that heated up? Oh wow, that's a lot. That's a lot of allspice. All right, that's good. All right, let's get the heat back up, and
All right.
once that gets into once it gets hot, we can add the onions and turn it off. So once that gets to a boil, we'll throw the onions in there, and then turn the heat off, and then it'll just sit there the rest of the time that we're here. until we
Okay.
need it at the end. So could we stir that up? Do we have a
Yep.
spoon or something? I guess we need more vinegar. This is a big pot. I didn't realize how big it was. Okay.
Okay. And just let it.
Yeah, let's just let that get nice and hot, and the flavors will all go together, and then we'll turn it off after we put the onions in. So that's pickled onions. That's easy, right?
Right.
And that's the last thing so it's the first thing we're making, it's the last thing we'll use.
Huh. Okay. So how long should we let them sit in this whole
So
mix?
ideally, you let them sit overnight. They
Oh.
taste even better. If the longer they're in the juice, the better they taste, but we don't have overnight, so we're just gonna go as long as we can.
Like
Okay,
30 minutes?
let's turn that heat off
Off?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
and throw the rest of these in there. Get them fully covered, please. And
Covered?
well, no, cover, like make sure the onions
Oh.
get in the stuff entirely. Couple little stragglers here, and then we're on to the mushrooms.
All right. So just let this sit.
So just let it sit. Yep.
Okay.
And so what are we doing now? We're doing mushrooms. So these are
This-
just regular white mushrooms that you get at the store. Usually they come with a little dirt on them, so you want to get the dirt off. Some people put them in the sink, but that gets them kind of squishy and wiggly, so I like to just clean them with a towel.
So what are you going to do with the mushrooms?
So we're going to take the stems out and make them stuffed mushrooms.
Awesome.
Have you ever had stuffed mushrooms?
I think I have, but in a party setting. So, but I've always been curious how they're made. So this is great.
Okay, and the oven we already put on, right, at 350 or 375?
375.
Okay, that should be good. So we just got to take these things out,
Okay.
and actually, do you want to help? So we take them
Yep.
out and make a little cave for the stuffing to go in later, and then we'll need to use the stems, so don't throw them away.
Okay.
Oh, that one's no good.
Do you want? I'll take a break. Let me get him some tissue.
The onions got to me.
Sorry.
The onions got to me.
I don't want people to think I make you cry. This is a horrible host.
What's that?
No. Nothing.
All right, how we doing for time?
We're good.
How are those onions looking? Are they pink yet?
Getting there. Not quite. Getting there.
All right, we're back.
All right. So, back to the mushroom shot.
So yeah, we want to just pull the stems out, and then we're gonna set the caps aside for later. So because we're gonna stuff them in a minute.
So, do you make this a lot?
I used to.
Okay.
It's a good thing to bring if you're going somewhere. You want to bring something quick.
Right.
All right, so there's a couple mushrooms for us. We're gonna need a sheet pan to cook them in, if we have one.
Yeah. A sheet pan.
Any kind of cookie sheet, anything metal that goes in the oven.
Thank you. Oh, there. So I'll do this smaller one.
Okay, that should do. So what we need to do now is turn on. So we chop these things up. Fine.
Okay.
Make them fine, as small as you can get them.
All right. Are you going to stuff the mushrooms with this?
Yeah, so you take the caps out, or you take the stems out rather, then you dress them up a little bit with breadcrumbs and of course butter, and you put them back in.
All right.
But
So
they
do
get
you first cook them?
Yeah, so we're gonna put them in that pan with some breadcrumbs and some other things,
Awesome.
and get them into a nice little consistency that will go back in.
At what age did you start using a knife?
I don't know. Probably when I was a Cub Scout, so
All right.
whenever that is.
20 years ago, 40 years ago?
Yeah,
All right.
35 years ago, 30 years ago.
That's good. You know, where I come from, kids start using knives very, very early on.
Why is that?
Because they have to do a lot to be a part of the meal preparation at a very young age. That's finally.
Oh, you know what we need? Garlic.
Okay. How
So we
do
need
you have to chop it up in?
So yeah, we gotta get it as small as we can. Everything's good with garlic too, right? It's butter and garlic.
butter, garlic.
That's all you really need is butter
and
and garlic.
pickled onions.
Pickled onions, yeah. Probably we only have a couple mushrooms, so just a little bit of garlic will do the trick.
Okay. So is it to taste?
Yeah, just to make it taste like something. You want it to taste like something. Right? Mushrooms have an okay taste, but garlic is. So I like to smash them a little bit.
Right. So what type of mushrooms are these? If somebody's just looking to buy mushrooms, what should they look for?
Really, it's really I think they're called baby portobellos or something. I don't know what, but any kind of mushroom. They have to look like that, and cook relatively quickly, and have to come with caps. I mean stems, so that you can use the stems in the
Stuffing.
in the stuffing. Yeah. So what we're gonna do is actually turn that pan on, that little one,
So,
please, and start off with a little bit of butter. How's that look? Is that a little bit? Do you want a little bit less?
you're the chef, sir.
We'll start with a little bit less, but we'll come back for more.
Of course.
So we're gonna throw that in there. Then we're gonna take.
Do we need something to mix?
Yeah, a spoon. We could probably reuse that spoon.
Okay.
Oh, we don't need to dirty too many things.
That's so thoughtful of you.
All right, so let's do the. That is too much butter, isn't it?
Okay, so
right,
should
that's
I
plenty.
turn it low?
Yeah.
Because it's
So
too high.
no, So we'll get the garlic in there first.
Okay.
If you can make that buttery, and let's put a little crushed
smells
some crushed red pepper in there is always good. Give it some spice.
Do you eat a lot of spice?
Sure, yeah, spicy food is good food. And then some salt. You can never go wrong with a little bit of salt. This is sea salt, but any salt will do.
Okay.
All right, so that's once the garlic gets a little bit soft, which is starting to burn. Uh-oh,
Right.
uh-oh.
That's why I was
Uh-oh,
asking
it's all right.
about
We're
the-
okay. We got time.
All right, I turned it down.
Yep, that's fine. And this is high performance stove here, so we'll throw the mushrooms in. Get them cooking right away.
Butter them.
Yep.
All right. And more butter.
And we can add some breadcrumbs too. You think you're ready for the breadcrumbs?
Not quite.
Not quite.
Should I turn up the heat again?
I guess so. Which one is it?
This one. You turned it off. Oh, you turned it down.
That's okay.
Okay.
All right, how are we doing?
I think good.
Are we being entertaining?
Not quite.
All right, what do we need to do? What do we need to do to turn up the volume here?
Right. I was waiting. So is this a good place to just first stop a little bit because I wanted to ask you about the town?
Let's get some breadcrumbs in there.
All right. Whoa, that's quite a lot of breadcrumbs. How do you measure how much to put in?
Just by the way it looks.
Okay.
So this looks like it needs a little more red pepper. You like things spicy.
Yes, I love spice. So
And what happened to that pepper, the regular pepper? Oh, here it is.
it's not crushed though.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay. So we got some whole peppercorns in there. That's good.
So, what has been going on in the town this year?
We've been doing a lot of exciting things. If you've driven through the center where 111 and Route 27 meet, you'll see we started the Kelly's Corner project, which has been a big, big project that's been worked on for decades. And so we're very excited that we started construction. And it's going to be 2 or 3 years of construction, but we hope that they'll do a really good job of making it so people aren't impacted too much by the traffic. And when it's done, it's going to transform that area of Acton.
In what ways?
Well, it's just, a lot of people think of it as a place that you just drive through every day to get somewhere. And I think once it's done, it'll be a place that people really drive to and they want to go to. And they'll be able to walk around carefully, safely. It'll be easy to navigate. There'll be a new traffic light where the CVS is, which is always a problem for people. There'll be a new traffic light where the school driveway comes out, Charter Road. So it's just going to enhance the safety for everybody, and it's going to be beautiful. There's going to be new trees, park benches, nice street lights. It's going to really feel like a special place.
Right. And it's good that you mentioned safety because that has been a concern in the community for the past few months. So road safety, that is.
Yes. We have had some very unfortunate tragedies in Acton, on Great Road in particular. And we have been working very hard to try to find ways to make that road safer, working with our partners at the state to make some short-term and long-term improvements. And we're encouraging people to slow down. When you're driving out there, you got to slow down. You got to drive the speed limit. Great Road is a speed limit of 40. I think that's a little bit too high. But until we can get that changed, we got to make sure people at least stay that slow.
Right. So, how do we know that this is ready? What are we looking out for?
I think it just needs to be mixed together, and you got me a little bit worried that there's not enough butter in there. I saw you looking in there that you thought there wasn't enough butter.
Right,
So.
the give us more butter kind of look.
Because you want it to be able to pack in. You're going to pack it in there, and
Okay.
it's going to stay in there, and then we're going to get started with the rest of the food that we're making.
Should we heat it up a little more?
Sure.
All right. So what else is going on at the town?
Well, we just are in the final stages of preparing the town manager's recommended budget. It's going to be presented on December 19th, and that will lay out the proposed plans for investing in operations for the coming year. We just, on the December 5th, we presented the capital plan, which is all the 10 years worth of capital investments that we want to make, and that will be finalized and included in the budget as well. And we have some very exciting things. We're trying to combat climate change. We have $4 million worth of investments being put into climate readiness or electrification or other projects related to our sustainability efforts. So.
And where can people find all this information?
Well, we just published the municipal monthly recently, and so there's information about that in that document, or right on the town webpage, actonma.gov. We have all that information there. So we got to stuff these mushrooms, maybe with a spoon.
Okay. If I were a spoon here.
Okay, so you're the stuffer. Stuff away.
All right.
So take a spoonful and put it in here.
You're assuming
gonna-
my accuracy is.
You're gonna have, it's a hands-on experience. So you're gonna have to,
Okay.
yeah, there you go. And
There we
then pack it in.
All right. Pack it in.
Pack it in.
Are you going to score me?
Yeah,
All right. How am I doing?
good. A little more. You can have it spill over the top. We have plenty of stuffing. Pack it in there, good. Form it with your finger and throw it on the thing.
Right on the thing.
Throw it on right here.
All
You
right.
want to have it
Oh.
packed in like
got
that.
it.
There you go.
Okay.
It's okay to have crumbles on the outside. It's extra
All right.
flavor. So that's easy. So we'll finish stuffing these, and then we'll come back on screen for the next exciting dish.
All right. Stuffing exercise. Yeah. Yes.